Y'all want to know one of my favorite apps that I love using, that I use on a daily basis, really trying to help with my repetition when it comes to language learning? And that app is Duolingo. Duolingo is the perfect app to use when you want to learn a new language. Just dedicating 15 to 20 minutes a day learning different languages. Like right now, I'm learning Spanish, consistently working on my Spanish, building that up. And I feel like as the days get on, as more time I dedicate to it, I feel like I learn more and I retain more of that information that I'm learning when it comes to Duolingo. So if you don't have the Duolingo app on your phone, check it out, download it, and you'll greatly appreciate it, especially if you want to learn a new language. And I really challenge you to really work on learning a new language, especially if you live in the US. I believe Spanish is the second most popular language in the US. So if you don't know Spanish already, check out the Duolingo app. And we back, and we back, and we back, and we back. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Sana IE. I'm your host, XO. This is your first time listening. Welcome to the show. Welcome in. It's a good week, man. I feel like April was a great month. Finally got some sun back in California. It's been sunny the past week, and it's going to be sunny here on out. The rain is cool. I know it has to cleanse the earth, but I need the sun for you feel me? So I can operate right, get that energy from the sun. Welcome in. If it's your first time listening, welcome to Sanai. And I bet you're wondering, what is Sanai and how are they going to help me today? Well, Sanai is a perfect personal development platform for millennials who struggle with their brain health as well as their financial health. Every episode, we drop tips, tricks, knowledge, research, statistics, and different things when it comes to our brain health as well as our financial health. And with this episode right here, what you're going to be getting is managing your sleep better, getting the 6 to 8 hours of sleep a night so you can be fully focused the next day. But first, I'm going to kick off the show with some quotes of the day. And my first quote is, "It is possible to climb to the top without stumping on other people." Man, there's enough room for all of us to win, all of us to succeed, all of us to get to where we're going in life. But we have to understand that we don't have to put other people down in order to lift ourselves up. We know that if you just focus on your path, your journey, and your rise, your climb to the top, you don't have to really worry about anybody else and where they're going. You got to just stay focused on your journey and understanding that I got to take it one day at a time. I don't have to put other people down. I have to stump on other people just to get to where I need to go. Because it's like when you do that, you're holding yourself back because you're worried about other people and you're trying to belittle other people and demean them instead of focusing on your rise, your journey, your level up. So once again, that quote is, "It's possible to climb to the top without stomping on other people." The next quote is my favorite quote: "Be thankful for each day. Every day has its own blessings." So whenever you listen to this, maybe end of the day, beginning of your day, realize that every day has blessings within it. Even if you like, damn, I had a bad day yesterday, but there was some good in yesterday. And having that mindset, like every day may not be a good day, but there's blessings in every day. And understanding like, okay, I'm grateful for this day and what it brought, even though the day may have been bad, but you still received your blessing. You still got some good out of it. Once again, that quote is, "Be thankful for each day because every day has its own blessings." And I know you're wondering like, okay, 6 to 8 hours of sleep. How do I manage my sleep better? What am I doing wrong? What am I doing right? And the first thing is, what happens when you get insufficient sleep? Number one, it leads to weight gain because your weight is fluctuating when you're trying to get that right sleep, get the right amount of hours a day. You may be eating late and not knowing how long it takes for that food to digest before you go to sleep. It reduces your brain function. It decreases muscle memory, causes mental health issues, as well as increases your chance for diseases. I bet you're wondering, damn, I haven't been fluctuating with my weight. I feel like I haven't been operating right when it comes to my brain health and brain function as well as my muscle memory. But understanding like there's ways to change it and certain ways to fix that. And one of the ways to fix it is 10 minutes of sunlight every morning. This is what I do. I make sure I get 10 minutes of sunlight after the gym, getting that sunlight, getting that in, and viewing the sunlight for 10 minutes and viewing at a lower solar angle where it's not high in the sky, but it's on the rise. It sets your circadian rhythm, and it makes it easier to fall asleep at night. Making sure that you're getting that 10 minutes of sunlight in the morning, maybe even taking a 10-minute walk, getting that nature, getting that sunlight, incorporating that in your morning routine. And that's one of the ways to fix it. Number two would be 10 hours without caffeine. Did you know drinking coffee or any caffeine or even taking a pre workout after 12 p.m. is disrupting the quality and depth of your sleep? You're not getting that REM sleep at night because that caffeine is still in your system even 6 hours after you take it. So having that, making sure you have that 10-hour spread without caffeine, without coffee, without the pre-workout, and you knowing like, okay, if I drink coffee at 12, that means the next 10 hours of my day, this caffeine will still be in my system. So 11 o'clock at night, you'll still have that caffeine in the system where it's disrupting your sleep. So aim to cut off the caffeine, the coffee, the pre-workout at least 10 hours before bed. And number three would be 4 hours without exercise. And I know a lot of my gym rats are like working out at night, working out before they go to sleep, but intense exercise too close to bedtime keeps the cortisol levels high and making it harder for you to fall asleep. Have you been having trouble falling asleep at night when you have an intense workout? And I know how it is because it's just like you're raising your cortisol levels, you're raising your body's temperature. And when you're raising your body temperature, it's hard to really go to sleep and fall asleep the right way, having that good quality of sleep, because when we go to sleep, our bodies need to be at a cool temperature. That's why I like to recommend always having blackout curtains in your room, keeping your room to at least 65 degrees, having it pitch black, and really I was going to say de-escalating, but lowering that body temperature so you can have the quality of sleep and you can sleep well. It's best to sleep in a cool environment. So for my gym rats, I know maybe you get off of work late. You're like, oh, I get off of work at 6, 7 o'clock and I have to go to the gym. That's the only time I have. Well, aim to exercise in the morning if you can. Maybe you have to get up at 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, get that morning exercise in so you can get that better quality of sleep at night, or at least schedule your workout within 4 hours of your bedtime. So if you go to sleep at 10, try to be done with your workout by at least 5 or 6, whatever it may be. Fit into your schedule so you're not working out super late and you're trying to go to sleep right after. Number 4 would be 3 hours without food. When you digest food, your body's internal thermostat heats up, but the body's temperature needs to drop to fall asleep, as we discussed. So you may have to cut off food at least 3 hours before your bedtime to improve your quality of sleep so you're not digesting food while you're sleeping. What I like to do now, I've been set on not eating after 7 o'clock because I know I'll go to sleep probably like 10. So having that time window to where you're having the food digest and you have that time to really lower your body's temperature before you go to sleep. Number 5 would be 2 hours without work. Your mind needs time to rest and wind down before you go to bed. Be done with your work at least 2 hours before bed and find a nighttime routine that helps you wind down and relax. My wind down relax routine is meditating, journaling, and really just doing some deep breathing and really preparing for the next day ahead, getting my clothes out for the next day and seeing what I need to do to prepare myself instead of trying to constantly work. Because you constantly work, constantly looking at blue screens, blue lights, it's disrupting your sleep quality over time. And that leads me to number 6. Number 6, 1 hour without blue light. I know this is hard for a lot of us. I'm still working on this myself, but the blue light from your screens signals to your brain that it's time to be alert and awake. Don't you feel like when you on your phone at night, you're scrolling through social media or you're watching a movie or whatever it may be, that you're like, you feel like you're not tired, you're just awake. And that's simply because that blue light is disrupting your ability to fall asleep. So what I recommend, an hour before bed, cut the screens off, read a book, journal, prepare for your next day, and that hour will go by quick and you'll fall asleep faster. Cutting off screens at least an hour before bed, or at least invest in some blue light glasses. And trust me, if you follow these tips and aim for at least 6 to 8 hours of sleep a night, Your brain and body will feel better and they will thank you in the long run. I know it's not going to happen overnight, but doing these daily tips on a daily basis, it builds that repetition to where you get accustomed to cutting off that blue light, not eating late, not exercising too late, cutting off that caffeine at least 10 hours before bed. It helps you in the long run to where you're getting that quality of sleep. I know we all want quality sleep when we get that deep sleep, at least, like I said, 6 to 8 hours, so you're fully focused for the next day. But that is my 6 tips on how to manage your sleep better, getting that quality sleep throughout the night. Share the show, subscribe, review. Let me know what y'all think. If this helped you out, or if you plan on doing these tips, let me know. I appreciate y'all. And let me leave y'all with this. Don't lose your inner peace for anything whatsoever, even if your whole world seems chaotic. Y'all have a great week. We'll be back again on Friday with Sana.